Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Filbert Flies. I'm Filbert, and this afternoon we are going to be simulating EasyJet flight 7946 from Vienna Schwechat to Amsterdam Schiphol. Nice to see you, Salamander, and anyone else who is here early. Yeah, so we're just having a chat before the stream started about VATSIM. We bumped into each other at Heathrow apparently yesterday. Yes, and I had a really good flight too. Full coverage to Amsterdam. There was a little bit of a gap, but the Amsterdam approach controller picked me up in the middle of that gap, so I wasn't long without ATC, which was good. Hello, Mossy. Welcome to the stream. Now, it's all a little bit last minute today. I've just this second finished calculating my V speeds and that, so they may be slightly less smooth than usual. A few cat issues. But anyway, we're here now. Let's get on board and start setting up. So I've started the pre-flight events in Flight Crew A320, and I've aligned my ADDs. Yeah, there's the cat in question. Morris, he's just jumped on my lap. No peace at all today. I don't know what's up with him. Anyway, we'll brighten our displays up, and we'll start setting up the MCDU. Morris, no, on the floor, that's it, good boy. Dear, oh dear. This is why simming is harder than flying in real life, you see. Oh, thanks, Mossy, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I did as well, once I relaxed into it and realised that it wasn't, you know, I didn't have to entertain people all the time with my fascinating facts. It was... yeah, it was good, and we will do it again. I'm toying with the idea of making all of my VFR flights group flights. Hello, Kevin. Nice to see you. Right, MCDU time. So we'll start off with init A. Route has been planned in SimBrief as per usual. Our flight number is not 320N. It is U27946. And I think, yeah, EasyJet used 12 for their cost index. I remember that figure from when I used to fly a lot of their flights. We're cruising at, oh, I don't know. Told you I was in a rush today. Flight level 320. Over to the flight plan. And what I'll do quickly is start the APU, because we're not far off departure now. And we'll get our clearance. Clearance delivery, EZY7946, ready to copy IFR clearance to Amsterdam.
EZY7946, we don't have a flight plan on file for you.
Ah yes, that's because I didn't file it. I'll do that now. And we'll try again. Alright, that sounds good. Vienna clearance.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done.
It's not good timing. I'm on the radio.
Start boarding?
Yes, board.
Yes, start boarding.
In future, just be a bit sensitive. Thank you. Vienna clearance, EZY7946, ready to copy IFR clearance to Schiphol. No. Why don't you want to talk to me anymore? Clearance delivery, EZY7946, ready to copy IFR clearance.
EZY7946 is cleared to Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. Fly the MEDI 2B departure, with the MEDI's transition, then as filed. Expect departure runway 16. Climb to 5,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Squawk 5325.
EZY7946 is cleared to Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. Fly the MEDI 2B departure, with the medic's transition, then as filed. climb to 5,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Squawk 5325.
EZY7946 read back correct. QNH is 1012, contact ground on 121.6 when ready for
Yeah,
pushback
they did wake
today.
up. Takes them a while sometimes.
QNH is 1012, ground on 121.6 EZY7946.
So this is not actually the departure I planned for. We were going to take off from runway 11 via a different Medic's departure. But Medi 2 Bravo from runway 16 it is. We'll just change that now. And let's double check our arrival. Yep, Nork 2 Bravo. That matches my flight plan. Excellent. So it's a shorter taxi to the departure runway than I anticipated. Good. We'll put this into hectopascals. Hello, Pablo. Nice to see you. What else? 5,000 feet we're cleared to. Let's just check the departure chart. Make sure there are no constraints. Nope, we can climb as high as we like en route to Medic, so we'll stick to the 5,000 feet we're cleared for. We'll turn on the flight director and we'll start the before start checklist. Yeah, I should, Kevin, I should, but the thing is, I concentrate so hard when I'm on VATSIM that I don't think I would be able to talk to you. I'm constantly looking ahead and thinking about what happens next. And then when the plane stops behaving, as it often does in this sim, and everything starts going wrong, I don't trust myself not to use rude words, and I like to keep this channel nice and clean. But I'm going to do a bit more practice on my own and with you. And when I'm confident, then yeah, I will do some VATSIM live streams. Good, Pablo, I'm glad I educated you as well as entertaining you yesterday. This is, of course, in reference to my fascinating facts while we were doing our group flight over Wales, for those of you who weren't there. Hello, Dazza. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Right, should we do a bit of before start checklist? I think we'd better put our seatbelt sign on first, don't you? And we'll turn no smoking to auto.
Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
ADOs.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
Set.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Baro ref.
1011 set.
1011 set. Down to the line.
Good. Now, let's just go over to our init B page. We'll fill in our zero fuel weight and centre of gravity automatically. And our block fuel is 7.2 tonnes. So it's about an hour and a half's flight today, something like that. It's scheduled for 2 hours, but it never seems to take that long. And over to the performance page. V-speeds I calculated 2 seconds before starting the stream were 149, 154, and 155. Filbert tours, yeah. Yeah, I'll work on something. I have to say though, if I do more group flights, I think I might do slightly less research if it becomes a regular thing. I'll keep the fascinating facts down to the sort of most interesting legs. So I'll do something similar when we get to the Scottish Highlands, when there's more mountainous terrain. But I think, by and large, Bimbles around Britain should remain looking out the window and saying, "Ooh, that's pretty." Are there, Salamander? Yeah. I haven't actually checked the winds at altitude. I'll have a look at my flight plan in a sec. Right, what am I looking for? The transition altitude, which will be on my SID chart, 10,000. It's handy, we don't have to change anything. So we're at 600 feet here. So we want the thrust reduction altitude to be, I think we'll call it 2100. And the acceleration altitude to be 3,600. "24-hour stream." I don't know, Mossy. I can barely concentrate for 2 hours on a flight like this. But, you know, there'll be a landmark at some point where I might do a longer stream, not 24 hours. Jan, hello, welcome to the stream. What is the link? I don't think it'll let you, to be honest. I have no real problem with people posting links, but there's a setting on YouTube that... yeah, I don't know where it is. It doesn't always let people post links. It might do from Twitch. Give it a go, unless it's something inappropriate like adult content or piracy. Oh dear, what am I doing now? It's done, isn't it? I slept really badly last night, so that may have an impact on today's flight. Got our APU on, got our power set. I think we're pretty much there, aren't we? Shout if I've forgotten anything, someone. What was I looking at? Time. So we want to be going at 8:45 Zulu, 9:45 local. Oh, good, Pablo. I'm glad you like it. I think it's amazing. No, we don't do that sort of thing, Jan. That would be a little bit sick, I think. Right. Let's speed up the pre-flight events a little bit.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thanks.
No problem, have a safe flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place the smaller items under the seat in front of you.
Yeah, exactly,
to provide
Pablo.
more room for larger items in our overhead compartments.
He's followed me, yet I've just blocked him, so
it's
unfortunate for him.
Accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also review the safety instruction in your seat pocket. If you're seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Right, let's make our little welcome announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello to you from the flight deck. This is the captain speaking. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you aboard our flight today. Lovely to have you with us and nice to see some of our frequent flyers as well. Just a note about our seatbelt policy. Whilst the signs are illuminated, please do ensure that your seatbelt is fastened. Once we get airborne, I do anticipate we'll be able to turn the seatbelt sign off, at which point you'll be free to get up and move about the cabin. However, we would advise that whilst you are seated, you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible just in case of any unexpected lumps and bumps. Have an excellent cabin crew team on board with us today. They shortly will be showing you a video briefing you on the safety features and procedures for this Airbus aircraft. Would ask that even if you are a frequent flyer, you do pay close attention to that briefing, as every aircraft is slightly different. Thanks very much once again. I'll leave you in peace for now and hand you over to the cabin crew for that demonstration, and we'll be on our way very shortly. Thank you.
Oh, that's very impressive, Salamander. I've never measured my landing rates. Sometimes I think some things are best not known. Right, just got to put the V speeds. Oh right, do you know, I personally hadn't experienced FPS issue at COS. What I did experience was an inability to land the plane, but that wasn't really the developer's fault. And one day we'll fly back there on this stream and I'll get it right. I blocked you because you made a really, really insensitive and inappropriate suggestion, Jan. Of course I'm not going to crash into the World Trade Center. That's not something that should ever be done. It's not something to make light of or do in a game.
All packs were on board. Are we clear to close?
Yep.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Right, so the doors are closed. Turn the beacon on. And we'll get our pushback and start clearance. Vienna ground, EZY7946, ready for pushback and startup.
EZY7946 pushback approved.
Pushback approved EZY7946.
Hello Jan, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Just waiting for the door to be closed. And in fact, it looks like we're going to be taking off slightly early for a change, so that's nice. Right. Jetway's moving away. Doors are closed. Beacon is on. Let's do the before start checklist below the line.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start checklist complete.
And as usual, I'm using Pushback Express by FS2 crew for the pushback, so we will start that now.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Understood. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
Now I've estimated the pushback distance to be 63 meters based on a measurement from Google Maps, which never really works, but
All ground equipment is clear. You can start the engines at your discretion.
maybe today's the day.
Starting engine 1.
A little premature, but not too bad. Actually, I don't know. It might be about right. Yeah, I keep meaning to do that, Salamander. I meant to do it yesterday and totally forgot. And then I remembered just before starting this stream. And I thought, no, I'm not risking a new mod that I haven't tested out. But I've seen videos, and yeah, they do sound really good.
The push is complete. Please set the brakes.
Parking brake set.
Understood. Okay, so the ground equipment is removed and the pin is out. Good engine starts from down here, and I see you on the right hand side with the pin.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks, have a good flight, and we'll see you later.
See you later.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. This is your purser speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety.
Hello Ian, nice to see
There
you.
is an
Welcome to the
instruction
stream.
card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on board this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions.
So we're just starting engine number 2 now.
And posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt.
I can't believe this is the first EasyJet flight I've streamed. I used to do almost nothing but EasyJet flights in previous sims.
At all times while cruising. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the nearest exits for you and note that the nearest exit may be behind you.
Right, how are our engines looking? Both stable, so we'll turn our engine mode selector to normal.
A panel will open an oxygen mask.
Turn off the APU bleed, switch off the APU, turn on our taxi light.
After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Yeah, let's turn it on.
Cover your nose and mouth with a mask. Place the elastic band around your head.
Let's turn all of it on. That's something that went wrong in my VATSIM flight last night. I was not in icing conditions, but the wings did ice up and it caused me to lose quite a lot of height quite quickly on approach, so I don't want to risk that again.
Set.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
Pitch trim setting was 24%.
This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin.
Which is round about there.
Cabin lights will now
25% set.
Rudder trim.
Over your head. Thank you very much for your attention.
Tune Man, thank you for the sub. Nice to see you here.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Flight control check.
Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Well, Ian, I would say it's shaping up as well as it can within the constraints of the default aircraft. The plane does still try to kill you sometimes. Not very often, not as often as it used to. It climbs a lot more realistically. It follows constraints to a certain extent. It's a long way from the FS Labs. But I tried going back to prepared day before yesterday to fly the FS Labs, and I just couldn't. It just looked awful, so I never even got as far as a takeoff. So yeah, it turns out I'm a lot keener on eye candy than I thought I was. But it's all to do with, you know, the general world you're flying in, and this feels much closer to the real world than any previous sim. And yeah, it is work in progress. I'm sure it'll keep getting better and better. Right, let's request taxi. Vienna ground, EZY7946, ready to taxi.
EZY7946 taxi to runway 16 via taxiways Bravo 1, hold short runway 16.
Taxi to runway 16 via taxiways Bravo 1, hold short runway 16 EZY7946.
Right.
Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Now it's a very, very short taxi today, so I'm going to do it nice and slowly. My track IR is misbehaving. So slowly, in fact, we're not even moving. There we go. Still haven't got used to how much power you need to get this thing going.
Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Auto brake to max, takeoff config test, and we'll start before
takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
V1, 149. VR.
Hello, Gamer178. Nice to see you.
V2, 155.
V1, 149. VR, 154. V2, 155. ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Down to the line.
Oh, that's interesting, Salamander. So, are you saying that the flight dynamics are worse in the latest master version than they are now, or? As in, should I really not update at the moment?
EZY7946 contact
Hello,
tower on
Gilonette.
119
Nice to see you,
4.
and thank
Have
you.
a good morning.
Tower on 119.4 EZY7946.
Right. Tower EZY7946 ready for departure, runway 16.
EZY7946 winds are light and variable, cleared for takeoff. Runway 16 squawk 5325.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 16 squawking 5325 EZY7946.
Strobe lights on, landing lights on, nose light to take off. And we'll do the before takeoff checklist below the line.
Below the line.
Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Takeoff runway.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Packs.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Okay, good advice, Amanda. Thank you. I'll hold off for now.
Ready?
Ready.
Take off.
Okay, let's go. Thrust levers up to about 50%. Engine stable. And up to flex. Okay, flex isn't working. I think I maybe forgot to put the flex temp in, so we'll use toga power. And I forgot to call the FMA, never mind.
Mantoga, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue.
Check. 100 knots.
Check.
V1, rotate.
This is because my cat was trying to get on the keyboard, which makes things a lot harder.
AP1.
Check.
Gear up.
Gear up.
EZY7946 climb and maintain flight level 120, contact Veen radar director on 119.8. Enjoy your morning.
Climb and maintain
climb
flight
power.
level 120 radar director on 119.8 EZY7946. Radar director EZY7946 climbing to flight level 120.
EZY7946 good morning. Radar
So we're passing our
contact.
acceleration altitude now. The Gamer 178 CJ, you have my warmest regards, sir. And we're at flat retraction
Flap
speed.
0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
So yeah, so it still blows through your 250 knot speed restriction quite often, but not by as much as it used to, I don't think. And if you remember the early days, before we had the mod, we'd be climbing at about, I don't know, something crazy like 8,000 feet a minute and then suddenly stop. And so they've done a lot of work on smoothing out the flight dynamics, I think. That wasn't a bad takeoff. Other than the cat messing up my concentration with the first officer and the checklists. The actual mechanics of it were quite nice. So transition altitude, I know. Transition altitude is 10,000 feet. Turn the landing lights off here. Set standard pressure. Call on the first officer to do the same.
Set standard.
Standard, cross-checked. Passing flight level
107 climb
107.
and maintain flight level 120.
Climb and maintain flight level 120 EZY7946.
Yeah, I love it as well. If it wasn't for this, I probably would have given up on airliner flying in this sim, to be honest.
Now.
Check.
EZY7946 climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200 EZY7946.
It's quite slow to respond when you ask it to climb higher, but it gets there. Right, we can do the after takeoff climb checklist below the line now.
Below the line.
Baro ref.
Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff checklist complete.
And there are no clouds anywhere to be seen. So I'm going to turn off the anti-icing.
Contact Vienna Center on 124.4.
Hello, Flightzilla. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Bit of a mad rush to start the stream, bit of a busy morning, but yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Center EZY7946 climbing to flight level 200.
EZY7946, good morning. Radar contact.
Good, I'm pleased. Look at that landscape. So I guess we're just east of the Alps, are we? Is that what we're seeing there? Sort of the foothills of the Eastern Alps, I think so. So we're flying west-northwest at the moment. We're going to be passing over Linz and then crossing into Germany. Continuing northwest, right through the middle of Germany really, to the border with the Netherlands, just beyond Münster, to the west of Osnabrück. And that's where we'll be starting our arrival routing into Schiphol. Yeah, I know, Salamand, I know. It's something that I'm sure will be fixed, but it doesn't seem to be a priority, unfortunately. If you look at the bugs list in the forums, the things that are getting upvotes are nearly all visual things, or things that I consider really minor, like that press any key to start. Yeah, of course it would be nice not to have to press a key and have two separate bits to wait through while the sim loads, but compared with things that actually affect the way the aircraft fly, pretty minor really, in my view.
EZY7946 climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280 EZY7946.
Maurice, what's the matter? My cat is being so clingy at the moment. I'm slightly worried about him. Don't know what the matter is. Anyway. So yeah, it's actually a really nice day across Northern Europe today. It's beautiful clear skies here in London as well at the moment. Yes, yeah, I know. I don't know why they did that. I assumed to improve performance, but it was performing fine for me, and I've not got a super system. And the night lighting as well has gone downhill. It's not dreadful, it's still better than most other sims, but in the alphas it was just really spectacular. And now from close up it looks good still, but from a distance it's a bit weird looking. But yeah, if I had my way, they would leave the visual stuff alone entirely and just work on fixing things like the bug with the A320 where it rolls on short final, and the various other things that are wrong with the aircraft. Because let's be honest, it still looks better than any other sim out there, and there's plenty of time to fine-tune all that stuff. Oh really? I hadn't heard that theory. That would be a real shame.
EZY7946, you are off course. Turn right heading 316 to return to course.
No, I'm not.
Heading 316 EZY7946.
We're heading to Lamsey. We want to be heading to Lamsey. Where do you think we're heading? Okay. Looks like my route in Pilot to ATC is somehow completely different to my route in Navigraph that I planned. It's a little bit odd.
EZY7946, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level.
Oh no, we do go to
320,
Rudno, we just don't go direct to
EZY7946.
Rudno. That's alright, it'll work it out in the end.
EZY7946, expedite climb to flight level 320.
Expedite climb to flight level 320 EZY7946.
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about how this is an Xbox first release and everything's going to be to do with the Xbox, and they're not interested in sorting out the simulation aspects. And I don't know. I hope that's not the case. I don't think it is. I think they'd be missing out on a huge market of simmers if they did that. Oh no! Bad luck, Pablo. My replacement Thrustmaster is also delayed, I think. In fact, I'm going to check it. I haven't checked for a while. You know when you order something on Amazon and they say it'll come in between 2 and 3 months, it's not a great sign. Expected by November the 10th, apparently. And I ordered it on the 10th of September. No, I wouldn't recommend spending any money on P3D. It was good for its time, but no, it's had its day, I think. I haven't, Jared. I'm on their Discord and I keep an eye on it. But as far as I can tell, actually, that's not fair to say. I was going to say, as far as I can tell, it still doesn't make the plane fly properly. But I don't know. I haven't flown it for a long time. I had a go when the sim first released and thought, no, this is just too broken for me. Let's wait till they patch it. But maybe the mod has done more than I think it has. Is it brand new, Jabanica?
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you on boarding for the 2 meal choices.
It's interesting, it's just decided we're going far too fast.
We request that you keep the aisles clear to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently. And
Oh, the Logitech 3D Pro, that was my previous joystick, and it is very good. It's not quite as good as my Thrustmaster, but there's not much in it. Hello Max, welcome to the stream, how are you? .74 Mach is quite slow, isn't it? Mind you, we have got a strong headwind. Strongish. 36 knots. And we're not far below our overspeed, so I guess it knows what it's doing.
Contact prod control on 118.37. Have a good morning.
Center on 118.37 EZY7946.
Or maybe I just think it's slow because I've been flying the CJ4 quite a lot lately.
Center EZY7946 at flight level 320.
EZY7946, good morning. Radar contact.
Are you salamanders? Yeah? Well, I'm sure it can be done. I did see that, and I was tempted to give it a go in the 747-400 if I can face firing prepared up again. It's the westbound one, right? On the 14th of November, if I remember rightly. Oh, eastbound, okay. I don't know, Max. I haven't noticed that myself. A lot of the approaches to Schiphol are, they take you directly overhead the airport and then to the Schiphol VOR, and then a sort of, well, circle to land really onto the runways. But it's certainly unusual. Yeah, I don't think anyone will mind if you do that, Salamander. Tell you what, that would make a good 1,000 subscribers stream, wouldn't it? 7 hours or whatever it is across the pond in an A320 with on VATSIM. So yeah, make sure you share my videos with your friends. Get them to subscribe. Could do it anyway, couldn't I? No, Kevin and I discovered this issue on a VATSIM flight to Stockholm, I think it was. It was, yeah. I mean, you can sort of do them because you can just use your heading select or whatever it's called here, managed heading, selected heading mode, and just time 1.5 minutes or whatever each way. Yeah, but it's a bit more stressful than it should be, isn't it? Yeah, it's not a bad call. How long's the flight from Chicago to Vienna? Must be 8 hours odd, I guess, would it? Is it? Maybe even more. Right. Yeah. Yeah, the wind plays a big factor, doesn't it, going eastbound? I see MK Studios have shared more previews of their Helsinki scenery. Looks pretty good.
EZY7946 contact Munich Center on 120.65. Enjoy your morning.
I thought they were releasing
Center
Dublin first though. I'm more excited about Dublin, to be honest.
EZY7946.
Oh yes, you're right, it is eastbound across the pond.
Center EZY7946 at flight level 320.
EZY7946, good morning. Radar contact.
Have you done one of these cross the pond events before then, Salamander? I've always been tempted, but I've never taken the plunge. Mind you, I only took the plunge to try VATSIM at all quite recently. Jared, hello, welcome to the stream. I know. My controller is on the way out and I'm having to wait at least 2 months for a new one. Yeah, and the graphics cards. I know. It's a shame. I mean, I suppose it's good in the sense that it's clearly selling well, which means it's got a good future, hopefully, this sim, but it's a pity the hardware manufacturers can't keep up. I had their Dublin scenery and prepared, and I thought it was brilliant. They're sort of MK Studios used to be quite... Their sceneries used to be alright, but fairly basic, sort of Just Sim style things. But of late, they're really up there with some of the best. Certainly Orbex level, I'd say. Oh yeah, I'm sure you'd get on fine with it. Hello, Better Game Sim. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Really, Pab? That is fascinating. That's incredible. 25 years. Me too, Jared. Me too. I don't know better. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not much of a hardware expert. I've got the 1080 Ti. That's what I'm using, and I'm very impressed with it. But I don't know what RTX and GTX mean. Yeah, for me too, Gaia is doing better than anyone else at the moment. Kevin, are you still here? Because you know a thing or two about graphics cards. I don't think you are. Jared and Pablo, you have totally lost me. What is this about? Raphael, thank you for the sub. Nice to have you with us. I know what PAC-X is, or if that's how you say it. I don't understand how you could be on the flight. You've lost me. So I'm interested that you say you wouldn't bother with ray tracing, Salamander. I thought ray tracing was the big development of the future. What's put you off it?
EZY7946 resume navigation.
Resume navigation EZY7946.
I see, I see. I guess that's often the case with new technology. The hardware at the start is just not quite up to the job. I'm quite happy with my fairly small monitor and 1080p at the moment. Yeah, it's a sexy plane, A-Bands, you are right. Right, yeah. Yeah. It's so frustrating waiting for hardware. I've been there. Fortunately, I've managed to fix my side stick just about. Don't know how long it'll last, but yeah, in the past I've been trying to build computers and just not able to get my hands on the bits I need. So we are now over Eastern Germany. No big towns nearby, but we are just about to pass overhead a town called Schneitenbach, which will be just under our left wing. Oh no, Joe. We almost need some sort of lending library, don't we, for components. Between us we could build one decent PC that has everything you need. Yeah. Yeah, just put on one of these cockpit view videos and make believe. Like sitting on the top deck of a bus at the front with a steering wheel.
EZY7946.
Oh, thanks for popping by to help out, Kevin. Appreciate it.
At flight level 320.
EZY7946, good morning. Radar contact.
So yeah, I've flown every Microsoft simulator since 1995, and I have never ever been able to get smooth frame rates landing at Heathrow. But this sim is as close as I've got. And that to me is a miracle, considering how much better it looks than prepared. Yet it still runs infinitely more smoothly. So I'm running everything at Ultra on a 1080 Ti, and honestly, other than photogrammetry areas where I get noticeable stutters, everything's pretty smooth. It doesn't. It always looks worse on my streams than it does in reality. But I've got my frames locked to 30, which is enough for me. And yeah, I'm really impressed overall. No, I think you're right, Salamander. They're really not the best. I'm hoping that now Gaia is involved with the world updates and doing the airports for them, that we will see better optimised handcrafted airports in future. We haven't had any huge ones to compare it with really, but Nagasaki, that was very, very smooth around there. But you know, it's a fairly small airport on an island, so you can't really make a judgment on it. No, you're right, I've had issues at Madrid. I have. Yeah, that's the thing with VATSIM, isn't it? You want to fly to where the controllers are, and they're usually controlling the big cities. I think we did have a little bit of a pause. So it must have been a connection issue at my end, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm going to leave others to answer that, A-Bands, because I just don't know. I've just run it on what I have at the moment, and so far so good. Sorry about the stream dropping out. I know it started a fresh one on Twitch. I don't know quite what happened. Must have been some sort of connection issue my end. What did you put in your new PC, Pablo? Oh, that's so nice, Jared. Very sweet. I tell you what, if you're looking for expert advice on this, you could do far worse than going to the Avsim hardware forum. There's a lot of stuff posted on there about hardware, and they're quite happy to answer any questions. I think to me, a lot of this seems like guesswork. You know, you need a good GPU, you need a good CPU. Which is more important? Which will be better at what? So if I was upgrading now, I honestly wouldn't have a clue what I should do first. Hello Samson, hi, welcome, nice to see you. We're talking hardware, or rather other people are talking hardware. I'm just trying to watch and learn. Yeah, see, I wouldn't either, Jared. I would think i9 sounds like a high number and therefore is probably quite good. I've got an i7. Right, noted. Well, sounds pretty good to me, Jared, from what little I know. Now here's a question for you. If I have an i7-8700K on my motherboard, should I want to, can I just switch it out for an i9, or do I need a whole new motherboard to go with it? It's a good question, Fayed. I'm going to look up what it is, assuming that was directed at me. So my motherboard is a ROG Strix Z370F Gaming. Okay, so Z370. Hang on. By 10th gen Intel, are we talking about i10 processors? If I wanted an i9, would the Z370 support it? Oh, okay. Okay. So really, if I'm going to do an upgrade of my processor that's worth doing, I should upgrade my motherboard as well, right? Mind you, I don't even know if a new motherboard will fit in my old case. That's how That's how little I know. I'd probably order the thing, find really I just need a whole new everything except my hard drives. Oh good, 2 days! Good grief, that is a long time. And how's it going, Samsonite? Is it working on your what's it, on your laptop? Hello Eamon, nice to see you. Sorry, the chat is moving so quickly, I've probably missed quite a lot. Anyway. Oh no! Oh, how frustrating. Hello lol, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. So we're just over halfway now between Vienna and Schiphol. We'll be down on the ground in about 41 minutes apparently. And we'll be starting our descent in about 20 minutes. I know, Jared, it is very, very addictive. I keep telling myself I'll have a day off it, and it never happens. I always do something, even if it's a half-hour VFR flight somewhere. The A320 is your favourite aircraft, lol. Good, you've come to the right stream. It's a good little plane, I agree. Oh, okay, Eamon, thank you. That is useful to know. I limit my FPS to 30, and I usually maintain that except over photogrammetry. And I do get the odd stutter coming into some of the handcrafted airports, but by and large, as things are at the moment, I'm quite happy with the performance I'm getting. Yeah, so remind me, Samson, I know you were trying it on your laptop, but you didn't hold out much hope. Have you got a new built PC on its way? See, if I unlock my frames, Eamon, I think can't remember, it's a long time since I've done it, but I think most of the time I get 40 to 50, something like that. Next year, okay. Yeah, when this sim released, I was pretty convinced I'd need to spend some money on upgrades, but It's not perfect, the performance, particularly when I'm streaming. It's worse, but it's good enough for me for now. I think I'll save my money for the next big thing. Right, I think we should probably start setting up for our approach.
You have control.
I have control.
I know what you mean, Jared. It's very easy to get sucked in, isn't it? Thinking, oh yeah, that'll be good, I'll get that. Let's have a quick look at the meta information for Schiphol. So, oh, it's cloudy. It's cloudy over there. Few clouds at 1600, few clouds at 2000. Cumulonimbus in the area, which could make things exciting. Showers in the area, scattered cloud at 2600. But the wind is 210 at 10 knots. So we'll complete our approach performance page, 210 at 10. So we've planned for a runway 18 right arrival, which it sounds like we might well get. QNH is 999. And the temperature is 12. Transition altitude will be by ATC. And looking at my charts, have I got the ILS up there? Yes, I have. The MDA is going to be 187. Yes, Eamon, yeah, if you're talking to me, yes, with Ultra. I think I might have turned a couple of things down, but I can't remember what. Mostly at Ultra, certainly. Check our RadNav page. We'll wait till we're actually assigned in fact, no. Let's set up for 18 right, and we can always change it, because that doesn't break things as much as it used to. Nork 2 Bravo. Via RTIP, that's fine for now. And our frequency's been dialed in there now. So we'll set low auto brake. And that's pretty much our approach prepared.
I have control.
You have control.
It's raining at Schiphol, is it, Samson? We'll see if it is in sim. It's not always that accurate. Yes, this is the A320 Neo LOL vane, but with the A32NX mod. If you haven't got that already, I highly recommend it. There's a link in the video description. Amazing. Are you on a Mac or something these days then, Jared? We are going, lol, we're doing 285 knots indicated, 410 knots ground speed, 439 knots true airspeed. I'm just going to get my charts up because I think I asked for vectors to final, but we won't necessarily get that, so I'm just going to try and familiarise myself with the RTIP transition. Okay, yeah, so that takes us over to the west. And presumably vectors from there. Not certain. See what our clearance says. No worries, Sylvain, no worries. Let's put our anti-ice on before we start down, because there is cloud about. We may fly into icing conditions, and even if we don't, the flight sim may cause us to ice up, because it loves doing that. Oh yeah? How do I get these mods on my streams, Jared? Any ideas? Oh, was that on one of the, I've forgotten what they call themselves, Flight Sim Today streams by chance? I was talking to them about doing a bit of flying with them at some point. Ooh, a bit bumpy, isn't it? Didn't put the weather radar on, did I? Oh, excellent. We're flying right towards an area of high turbulence. With no way through it that I can see. We could try descending, we could try climbing. Don't really want to climb so close to our top of descent, but... Oh, okay. I'll have to give his channel a go. Eamon, I keep forgetting. You keep mentioning this, what do you call it? This mod that alters the flight dynamics and makes this aircraft more stable. And I keep forgetting about it and then losing the link. Can you tell me a bit more about it and, if possible, leave a link and I'll give it a go. Oh, no worries, Fired. Well, it's nice to see you. Yeah, there'll be another stream on... Where are we today? Sunday. Be another stream on Tuesday. If you'd like to join us again, it'll be similar time. 1400 Zulu.
EZY7946 expect the NORK2 Bravo arrival with the NORCA transition for the ILS approach to runway 18 right with the R2C transition at Schiphol after Amsterdam cleared direct NORCU.
Expect the NORK2 Bravo arrival with the NORCU transition for the ILS approach to runway 18 right with the R2C transition after Amsterdam cleared direct NORCU EZY7946.
Hello, Senior Squad Leader. Nice to see you. I've just been given some sort of clearance by pilot to ATC. I'm not entirely sure. Art to Charlie transition, okay. After Amsan, cleared direct Norku. That's our next waypoint. Anyway, let me just check if that matches the transition. So, we definitely want ILS 18 right. We definitely want the Nork 2 Bravo. And yeah, but this transition, we don't seem to have it in our database. Art to Charlie.
EZY7946 contact Langen Radar Center on 118.75. Enjoy your morning.
Center on 118.75 EZY7946.
Okay, I think we'll just go for the RTIP transition.
Center EZY7946
and we'll request it and see what they say.
320.
We are going to
good morning.
Amsterdam Schiphol,
Radar contact.
Thank you, Eamon. Yeah, but Jory's got 20,000 subscribers or something, isn't he? He's live streaming royalty. Oh, Morris, I'll just get rid of the cat a second. Right, how do we request an alternative approach with pilot to ATC? I can't remember. I'll have to check my cheat sheets. EZY7946 inbound at flight level 320. Request ILS approach to runway 18 right.
Aircraft calling center, say again with your call sign.
I don't know how you asked for a transition. I have no idea. Approach request. So it says here, call sign inbound at current altitude, request approach type to runway. Doesn't really factor in transitions, does it? Let's just try asking for the RTIP transition. EZY7946 inbound at flight level 320, request Alpha Romeo Tango India Papa transition.
EZY7946 radar contact. I couldn't find an airport with that identifier.
No.
Please repeat request.
Okay, we'll give up on that. They are indeed, Jared. But it's alright, because Mossy assures me that I'm going to be a YouTube millionaire by Christmas, and that's all I can ask. Oh dear. I've just realised YouTube doesn't let you post links for some reason. Hang on, I'll look it up. Improved physics for MFS 1.3.5. See what comes up. Ah yes, it's on flightsim.2. I'll post a link here in case anyone else is interested. And I'll bookmark it. Oh, you're backfired. Good. Welcome back. Yeah, we'll give this a go. So you recommend it, Eamon, do you? I don't think it'll let you post a link. That's why I've just found it and posted it. There must be a setting on YouTube that allows me to let people post a link, but... I can't find it. I've just remembered I can cheat and select the RTIP transition in Pilot to ATC. So hopefully we'll now get... This is why I don't like flying on VATSIM, you see, because if I was cleared for this on VATSIM, I'd just have to say I don't have the nav data.
At flight level 280, then descend via the NORK2 Bravo arrival with the NORCA transition to flight level 100 QNH is 9er at Schiphol.
We'll cross Norku at flight level 280, then descend via the NORK2 Bravo arrival with the Norku transition to flight level 100 QNH is 9er EZY7946.
I've just subscribed to your YouTube channel as well, Eamon. I'm curious to see some of your prepared videos. Sorry, your FSX videos, I should say. Where's the 747 mod? On Flight Sim 2, do you mean, Jared? So, we don't need to be decelerating really. Just told her we'll cross Norku at flight level 280. So let's go into selected speed mode, or selected Mach mode, because it won't let us switch to knots. Okay, is that the salty... I've forgotten what they call them, salty sim, is it? I'm on a Discord about some 747 mod. I don't know if it's the same one. Okay, well we've just about made that transition. Not transition, altitude restriction. And now, looking at the charts, we need to be between flight level 70 and flight level 100 by RTIP. Oh, sorry, 747-400. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't see the 400 bit. Is it good? Have you flown it? Because if someone's released a decent 744, I would be over the moon. And then I'll definitely do the cross the pond event on VATSIM. And what did it look like, Samsonite? Was it good? Okay. So many things to try out. Do you think so, Fayad? What's going to happen in a couple of days? I hope you're right. Okay, so let's descend now to flight level 100. We're not in a rush, so let's let it manage the speed again. Alright, I will. So much for my day off flight simming tomorrow. Oh, and bless you, that's such a nice thing to say. Thank you. Oh, and thank you, Fired. I mean, if you know anyone who'd like to subscribe, do send them my way. I don't know really how YouTube subscriptions work. I've only been doing this for 2 months, so I can't expect to have tens of thousands of subscribers. And it's, you know, it's trickling up. I'm getting maybe 10 to 15 new subs a day, which isn't too bad, I don't think. No worries. I've just added a little bit of speed brake in because we're supposed to be below 10,000 at RTIP. Yeah, it's taking us a very, very strange route. No, maybe not. No, I was looking at the wrong line. The aircraft is doing exactly what it's supposed to. I was looking at the Norco 2 Alpha arrival, and we're following the Norco 2 Bravo. So that is correct. I can't, Jared. I've got another group flight later with the MSFS Bush pilots. I will at some point, though. So I am quite confused by these charts. Let's put our seatbelt sign on. Not only is it getting bumpy, but we're passing through 20,000 shortly. After RTIP, I hope we get vectors.
Contact Amsterdam Center on 119.17. Have a good
Cabin
morning.
crew, prepare for
Center
arrival.
on 119.17 EZY7946.
Quite the nose down attitude there, isn't it?
Center EZY7946 descending to flight level 100.
EZY7946, good morning. Radar contact.
Oh, good grief. That's scary, isn't it, Samson? Glad they caught them. Okay, so after RTIP, if we don't get vectors, we should be going directly to the Schiphol VOR, then making a right-hand turn to loop round and come back on ourselves to land on runway 18 right.
EZY7946 QNH is 9er cleared for the ILS approach to runway 18 right with the R2C transition at Schiphol. Contact approach on 118.4. Good morning.
QNH is 9er cleared for the ILS approach to runway 18 right with the R2C transition approach on 118.4 EZY7946.
No, I haven't, Jared. I would love to have the skills to do that, but I don't, and I don't think I've quite got the
79446
patience for it.
descending to flight level 100.
Have you tried?
EZY7946, good morning. Radar contact.
So we've armed our speed brakes for landing. We can always use them later on, but I always forget to arm them, so I do that now. I hope so, Samsonite, I hope so. So we've still got a fair way to run. And we're allowed to descend as low as 7,000, so we may as well keep going with our descent, I think. I'm looking at my Navigraph chart to determine this, if anyone was wondering. Well, if you're looking for any inspiration for your first project, Jared, I'd love Split in Croatia. There's some beautiful photogrammetry for the town, and we need a decent airport to go with it. Plus, it's quite small, so it might be a manageable project to start with.
All the video monitors inside the terminal for the next For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure the landing. We'll collect any off-service items, newspapers, and any other items that you wish to discard or clean up from the aircraft. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices, though these devices will be no longer carrier. Please use caution when opening the overhead.
Oh, it's nice to be below that upper layer of clouds. Covered in ice as usual. This is some cool weather, isn't it? Or Stansted, Jared. I wouldn't mind a decent Stansted. Oh, interesting. It must have an altitude constraint in here, has it? Should be 8,500 or below. But unless I've misread the chart, which I haven't, we can go down to 7,000. So we will use selected altitude mode, which will cause it to ignore any constraints. This is just beautiful. Have you had a lot of rain where you are, Samson? Hello, lol, welcome back. Good timing, we should be on the ground in... Pilot to ATC reckons about 20 minutes. Got about 60 nautical miles left to run. Oh, bad luck, Samsonite. You're out in there. What? What's happened, Jared? Still seems to be streaming okay. Is it back for you now? My internet connection has obviously been playing up a bit today. Sorry about that. So we're just going to pass to the south of Lelystad. Sorry, Samsonite, I'm butchering the pronunciation of your your place names. Oh, good. Glad it's back again. Yes. I'm not going to try again. Need to get you on voice somehow next time so you can tell us where we are. Ugly town, really. That's pretty damning. So we want to stay at 7,000 feet all the way to the Schiphol VOR, which is overhead the which is at the airport, I should say. And that's just about here. It's a bit cluttered, you can't see it so well at the moment, but you will. Almere, yes, yes. That's this lake here, is it? Oh no, this is Kettlemere, right? Almere must be the big one. Amsterdam Schiphol, Lolvang. Oh yes, I see. Almere is the name of a place, not a lake, which, if I'm not mistaken, should be over here somewhere. Fortis TTV! There's a blast from the past. You're Cedric, isn't it? Yes, the flight is going very well, thank you. Nice to see you back. And just for you, I prepared some pictures of my cats, which have been waiting for just this very moment, so I'm going to bring them up now. That's Mildred, and this is Morris. I'll turn them off again, because I think not that many people are interested, but I know you were, so there they are. Reg, hello, welcome, nice to see you. Oh good, how's the planning going? No, I'm not Dutch, no, I'm English. Samsonite is Dutch though, he works at Schiphol Airport. So I'm very nervous about this landing. So I'll be watching like a hawk. Are you Dutch as well, Fayad?
EZY7946 descend via the R2C transition to flight level 100.
That's too late for that.
Descend to flight level 100 via the R2C transition.
We were cleared to descend via the
EZY7946.
star, and we have. We haven't done anything wrong. She's just getting muddled up. Burger and King. I like ridiculous cat names. That's why I gave my cats human names, I think. Because it's a bit ridiculous. Ah! I suppose I should expect lots of Dutch people when I fly to Schiphol. In fact, all of my flights from Schiphol, the live streams have been some of the most popular ones, so I must have quite a few Dutch subscribers, I think. You are correct according to my chart, I think. Almere should be here, straight ahead of us, but it will be on our left shortly. What does it mean? I'm going to guess Old Lake. Mere must be lake. Al sounds a bit like alt, but I don't know. Right, there's a road over the lake. What's there? Oh yeah, I see it on the map. Oh yes, yeah, I can imagine that scary in storms. Yeah, the co-pilot and the air traffic controller, both of them, I think, Jared. Trouble is, you really want a co-pilot to have your back. You want them to be supporting you. But this one just agrees with whatever nonsense ATC say. I want a co-pilot who says, actually, no, you're being ridiculous. Look at your radar screen, we're at 7,000. Oh, so we're going to fly pretty much over central Amsterdam. That's exciting. Oh, okay. Okay. I like to have a little guess with these. Oh, yeah, because it's spelt differently. You've got these lakes, or what look like lakes on the map, which have mere at the end, but that's M-E-E-R, not M-E-R-E. Does M-E-E-R mean lake? Or am I totally on the wrong track with that as well? Okay. So Samsonite, you live just outside Amsterdam but near Schiphol Airport, is that right? And do you live in Amsterdam itself, Fayed, or are you sort of local? I wonder why this arrival routing gets you to descend so early. Seems a bit unnecessary. Anyway, from the VOR, we'll be turning right, as you can see, and then we'll be descending to 3,000. Good, I thought Mia was like... Kevin, yes I did, but only because someone mentioned it earlier on. But I also heard that the latest version of the mod has messed up some people's flight dynamics, so I'm gonna hold off for now. Permanent. Oh, you live in Vienna. Ah, okay. This flight could have been made for you then. Dutch, but living in Vienna. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to scroll up the chat, but it's zooming the sim. Oh yes, I remember you. You were talking about Vienna in a previous stream. You were recommending places to visit, weren't you? Sorry, I have a memory like a sieve for names, I really do. Alright, Purmerend. I shall have a look where that is. Oh, I see. So, must have flown pretty close to where you live. It's just, yeah, just north of Amsterdam, isn't it? Purmerend. And you were born in Amsterdam, and you were born in the Netherlands. Good. Well, nice to have so many locals with us.
EZY7946 QNH is 999 at Schiphol. Contact tower on 118.1. Have a good morning.
QNH is 999 a tower on 118.1 EZY7946.
And here we are, overhead Amsterdam itself.
Tower EZY7946.
There's the station, I can recognise that much.
Approach runway 18 right.
EZY7946.
You can see the canal rings round here.
Radar contact. Continue ILS to
Pretty
runway
good, isn't it?
right, call
Pretty
when
good.
established on final.
Continue ILS to runway 18 right will call when established on final EZY7946.
Oh, okay, so you moved from the Netherlands to Toronto, Lolvane. Yes, absolutely. We'll take the drone up and you can show us exactly where you were at Samsonite. Ah, you were born in Bangladesh. I see, and you've moved to the Netherlands. Awesome. I live in London, UK. If we turn around, here we are, almost overhead Schiphol Airport. Oh, I forgot to turn the name tags off. Never mind. And the aircraft has entered approach mode, which is pretty good timing. So we can descend now to 3,000 feet. And we can set the local pressure because 3,000 feet is below the transition altitude. So press B. Get the co-pilot to do the same.
000 set.
1000 set. Passing 5,800. Now.
Pretty
check.
Spectacular, eh? Oh, I missed the Vondel Park. Is this it? No. Must have been a bit further back, I think. I was in Amsterdam, I think it was towards the end of last summer. I've been a few times. I really like it there. Yes, sorry Lol, we're talking across purposes. So Fayed was born in Bangladesh, went to live in Toronto, and then moved to the Netherlands, and then Vienna. Is that right? Or have you never lived in the Netherlands? Maybe I misunderstood. And you were born in the Netherlands and went to Toronto. So you might have crossed paths in Toronto. I've got a friend who's living there. Right, let's start our approach checklist.
Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Baro ref.
1000 set.
1000 set. Minimum. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
This is the published approach, Samsung. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what normally happens is that you would get vectors. You'd get vectored off this either before you got to the airport or just after, rather than following the procedure in full, I think. Right, let's extend flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sam Snow. So, after we start this right-hand turn, which we're doing now, we can descend to 2000. And then we'll be ready to intercept both the localizer and the glide slope. Doesn't want to descend in manage mode, so we'll force it to.
Checked.
Now I may be wrong, but I think this aircraft is going to overshoot the localizer a little bit. And ordinarily you'd be able to click the approach mode now and it would just capture it when appropriate, but because this sim does weird things, I'm going to wait till the little diamond starts moving across and then turn on approach mode. It's not doing a bad job actually, is it? There we are, approach mode is armed. It's capturing the localizer. And it also says it's capturing the glide slope, which is not, but anyway. So yeah, we overshot a little bit, but it should work itself out. And we'll extend second stage of flaps.
2. Speed checked.
And
Flaps
gear
2.
down. Nice, Jared.
Gear down.
You've been very restrained with your Easter eggs, I must say. Let's warn the cabin crew. I don't know, Samsonite, I'm afraid. Look at that. Sometimes I stop talking about how beautiful this sim is because I think it can get a bit repetitive. And then other times I just can't help it. It's amazing. It's amazingly realistic looking. So we should be capturing the glide slope now. And our V approach was 157.
Flaps 3.
Let's,
check the speed.
We're going to have to enter that manually because it isn't doing it for some reason.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked.
Oh, hello, Killer Martian. Didn't know you were here.
Flaps 3.
Nice to see you. And flaps full.
Speed checked.
Flaps full.
And now we can do our landing checklist.
Cabin crew,
Landing
be seated
checklist.
for landing. Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
So our decision height is 200 feet. Just adjust my chair a little bit. Got quite a strong wind, 22 knots from 217. So it could be a little bit of a tricky landing.
Checked.
a basic joke. Anyway, I'm going to stop looking at the chat. I'll catch up with it after we're at a gate, but for now I'm going to concentrate on the landing.
EZY7946 winds are 190 at 8 knots, cleared to land runway 18 right.
Clear to land runway 18 right, EZY7946.
It's annoying, the real world winds are much, much calmer than what we've got in the sim.
500.
Rather it was the other way round.
400.
Continue.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green.
EZY7946 exit runway when able.
So we did experience a little bit of uncommanded roll to the left.
70 knots.
But in spite of that, we got down quite smoothly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight.
Right.
Please remain seated with
Start
your
our
seatbelt
APU,
fastened
turn the
until
strobes off, turn the landing lights off. Oh, he's already done it, that's nice.
This will be your indication that it is safe to
Try and
move
steer the
around
plane at the same
gather your
time.
belongings and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business.
We
and
don't
hope
need
to
the
see you
anti-ice
once again
anymore.
on a future flight. Thank you.
Taxi light is on, thank you co-pilot. And hopefully tower will hand us off to ground shortly. They don't always. Yes. Less said about that the better, I think, the Martian. And thank you. It wasn't a bad landing, I agree. Lol Vane, really fun actually. Yeah, it is. I think it's brilliant. I could spend a significant portion of my life doing that. In fact, I do spend a significant portion of my life doing it. So this runway is the remotest of the three, so we're going to have a fairly long taxi ahead of us. But we'll get to see a fair bit of the airport. Right, so Tower don't seem to want to hand us over to ground. We want to taxi to gate Hotel 5, and I'm just going to ask them. And then they maybe hand us off. Schiphol Tower. Oh, wrong button. Schiphol Tower. EZY7946 request taxi to gate Hotel 5.
EZY7946 contact Schiphol ground on 121.5 for taxi clearance.
Thanks, Dancing Duck.
Ground on 121.5 for taxi clearance.
And I think the less said about that, the better as well, Jared. Schiphol ground, EZY7946 request taxi to gate Hotel 5.
EZY7946 taxi to gate Foxtrot 2 via taxiways Victor, Victor Sierra, Papa 7, Victor Echo, Victor Lima, Zulu, Whiskey 8, Whiskey 7, Alpha 27, Alpha, Alpha 16, hold short runway 36 center.
Taxi to gate Foxtrot 2 via taxiways Victor, Victor Sierra, Papa 7, Victor Echo, Victor Lima, Zulu, Whiskey 8, Whiskey 7, Alpha 27, Alpha, Alpha 16, hold short runway 36 center EZY7946.
Okay, that's not the gate I asked for, so I'm going to ignore her. I'm I'm going to find my own way to Gate Hotel 5. Thanks, Jared. Right, so we are going to... This road, presumably, is the one that goes underneath the taxiway, but not here. We'll just drive through the cars, I guess. It's unfortunate. So yes, we are currently on taxiway Victor. We're going to continue on Whiskey 5, crossing 18 Centre. And then I learnt last night on my VATSIM flight that basically, wherever there are two taxiways, you taxi on the right, which makes things nice and simple. So we'll turn right onto Delta, left onto Alpha, and then we should be there. Thanks, Pablo. Thank you, Jared. The reason I'm looking at my lap in the aircraft is because I'm looking at my iPad while I taxi. Keep meaning to shut the track IR off and forgetting.
After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
So this should be Delta. Yeah, it is a handcrafted airport. And to be honest, I think they could have spent a little bit more time handcrafting it. The terminal areas aren't bad, but the taxiways with the cars driving over them and the missing centre lines are a bit disappointing. I can't remember which edition of the game this comes in. I think it's either the deluxe or the premium deluxe. Oops, sorry, looking at my iPad again. Oh dear. So we want to take the second left. And we got there just before KLM 894 arrived. That's good. Because the AI traffic is not particularly intelligent in this, I don't think. You might be right, Reg. But to be honest, I've asked them for a particular parking stand on multiple flights and they always ignore me. Except for the first one or two, which I thought was a bit cruel that they listen to you to start with and then just decide not to. So now we want to take the second right. Yeah, this isn't default ATC though, Von Hoffnung. This is, welcome to the stream by the way, this is Pilot to ATC, which is an add-on that I've spent my own hard-earned cash on. Right. Right, brilliant handcrafted airport, isn't it? You just taxi along a taxiway and it says you collided with an object. Well, that's a real shame, isn't it? Oh, was there really a building? Oh, was there? What, in the middle of the taxiway? Okay. I'm not going to be satisfied unless we actually get to a gate. So I'm going to spawn somewhere, and we're going to finish this taxi properly, and then we can go and have a look at where Samsonite works. What was I going to say? What? Lolvain, I hope my subscribers are growing very fast. I'm getting about 15 a day, something like that, which I think is not too bad for someone who's only been at it for 2 months. You can have a look on YouTube on Hoffnung if you want to see what happened. I will certainly be doing that later. No, I'm not a pilot in real life. No. Yeah, I know. It's all right though. What we're gonna do, we'll go to Schiphol, and we will. Where will we go? Let's spawn on runway 9. What am I doing? Set the time to, I don't know when we got there. I guess it was about 9:45. Fly! Shouldn't have to turn damage off though, should you? You shouldn't have to. I can't remember if I answered you, Lolvain. No, I'm not a pilot in real life. I do have FSX music. I tell you what, Pablo. If a man can't taxi straight along the taxiway centre line at Schiphol Airport, there's really no hope for the world. I take absolutely no responsibility whatsoever. Yeah, I will go into drone mode. Yeah, I will. I really hate that sort of thing. Anyway. Got to remain upbeat, haven't you, when you're streaming? Got to remain upbeat. It's all fine, doesn't matter. Worst things happen at sea. No, I'm spawning on runway 9, Samsonite. Largely because I want to go back the same way and see exactly what happened. And we'll just slew to the boundary of taxiways Delta and Alpha. Ah, right. Well, I'll do my best to avoid that this time. going to have a look at the YouTube replay while I wait for it to load. Oh, yeah, I see it. That's a daft place to put a building, eh? I'll submit a bug report. Is it loading? Yes, it is. Good. Right. Welcome to Schiphol, everyone. So, if we slew the plane over here. Second one should be Alpha. There's the random building we hit. And I'm going to slew on past it. Yeah, there is no way of avoiding that, is there? I'm going to take a screenshot ready for an angry bug report. And we'll finish slewing here. Samsonite, you really need to sort your airport out. Wait, we'll start the APU again. Landing lights off, taxi light on, beacon on, strobes off. Forget the rest of it. Those are the key points. And as I was saying, we want to turn right here. Goodness knows which line we want to follow on there. Let's have a look at the parking stands chart. Oh yeah, there are three lines. We'll follow the central one. And we're going to be parking at one of these low-cost carrier gates at the end. Hotel 4, unsurprisingly, is the fourth one along. Thank you for that, Killer Martian. Thanks very much. Now this line is supposed to continue to the right, but it doesn't. So we'll jump across to this yellow one. 1, 2, 3. Should be this one here.
Taxi light off.
No, I know, I was joking, Samsonite. So yes, I think it's this one. None of the handcrafted airports actually have the gates numbered, which is a shame. Ah, you're welcome, Killer Martian. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Always nice to have your company here. Here we are. Welcome to gate H4, probably. So we'll turn the APU bleed on. Engines off. Beacon light off. We don't need the wing light on. And I asked the first officer to turn the nose light off, but he didn't. Or she didn't, I should say. What else? Seatbelts off. Fuel pumps off. And we'll run the parking checklist.
Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
Yes, I am excited for Christmas.
Engines.
I am.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Set.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete. Consider heavy rain.
There is no heavy rain at the moment. There may be in the real world, but there isn't here. Anyway, I thought that was a pretty good flight, other than hitting a building on the taxi in. It was nice, good scenery, interesting weather, nice smooth takeoff. pretty decent landing in spite of the wing dipping left as usual. Now, Samsonite, where is your workplace? Did you want to go and have a look in the drone while we're here? Oh, I tell you what, we could ask for some steps, couldn't we? We could ask for some steps rather than making them jump. See you later, Pablo. Thanks for coming. Oh no, we can't tune anything. No steps. Never mind. Are you excited for Christmas, Lol? Well, I think Samsonite may have gone. He's probably busy smashing his laptop to pieces over his head, I imagine. So we'll call it a day here. But as ever, thanks very much for joining me on this live stream, and enjoy the rest of your weekends. And I hope to see you again soon on Philbert Flies. Take care. Bye bye.